Hello friends, it's me, Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog, also known as the Chatty Penpal channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make this super fun Penpal project. Now, I'm not only back on YouTube, I've been on a very long hiatus in case you didn't notice, but I've also officially returned to Patreon. So if you're interested at all in supporting my channel and getting more content, in the meantime, definitely check out my Patreon. It's all linked in the description down below. And also, I have currently temporarily enabled a trial period, so you can check it out for free for 7 days. Now, the project that we are making today, you could already see that I made some notes in my idea notebook. This is a project that is following a tutorial by Pink Strawberries here on YouTube. So I am not going to give you a step-by-step, but it's actually really simple. But I am using her measurements, her idea, her flipbook. I do not actually recall, but I think that I followed it quite closely. But I don't actually remember, so I'm very sorry if I accidentally made a completely different project, because I wrote down the measurements and everything like months ago, and then it took me another few months to actually work or actually start making a project. So I'm not very good at following instructions, so I'm just basically using someone's idea and making it my own. So what you do, very simply put, because I do encourage you to watch her tutorial, is you make 2 paper strips that are the same length. I will put my measurements in the description box down below. And then you score them at different parts of the page, and then it's going very fast and it may look super intimidating, but you will see in a second that it's actually very simple. You just have 2 pieces of paper that are scored and folded, and then you glue them together in a way so that it becomes multiple pages, and it's actually really fun and really simple. Now, because I'm using single-sided paper for the middle page, I'm also adding some extra paper to cover up the white back. If you have double-sided paper, you don't have to do that, of course. But I'm adding extra papers there just so that I have covered up the white backs. So really quickly, what you do, as you can see here, is you use the first paper, which is the blue one with the teacups that you see in the background. That is going to be the base or the outside and one of the pages. And then this orangey yellow paper is going to be my inside pages. Once again, it's going very fast, but when you see the end result, it will make so much sense. So I'm creating an extra pocket on the back of the inside pages, simply by grabbing a paper scrap that fit perfectly and gluing it down on 3 sides, not 4. So that's an extra tuck spot. I do not recall if she did this in the original tutorial, but I thought it was cute. I do think that she did that because she always makes so many tuck spots. It's really fun. And then what I'm also doing is I am making a pocket in the middle of the yellow pages. I was very sad because I had to cover up that really fun teacup paper, but yeah, as you can see, it will go slower in a second, but this is always like the base is a little finicky, a little boring to watch, so that's going really fast. But as you can see here, the middle page is also a pocket. You cannot actually see it now. And then the last thing I'm doing for the base, once again, I promise that I will slow it down and you can actually see what I've done when this is finished, is I'm adding some vellum or some translucent paper. This was actually, I'm pretty sure this was the cover of my MacBook when I bought it, but I kept it because it's so pretty. Because the first page of your flipbook doesn't actually cover the full front, like the front of the flipbook doesn't, it's not fully covering the front. So she added some vellum to make the first page a little bit more interesting, I guess, and I just copied that. You don't have to do that, but I love this idea because it's see-through paper. You can still see that pretty paper that is on the inside. And then I'm also going to use another piece of vellum, or this, I don't know what to call this, translucent see-through milky paper to make a pocket on the back. The last pocket, because there are so many. So I have a lot to talk to you all about, but this video is short and sweet, so I don't actually have that much time. But I'm back while you're watching me make this this pocket. I am back, at least I'm hoping to be back for good, but I'm going to be changing a couple of things because I found that putting so much love and attention into Patreon and putting so much love and attention into YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all of that, it wasn't working for me. So I want to be back on YouTube, but I am going to be uploading once every 2 weeks. So not a video a week, but a video every 2 weeks. And I think that will suit me very well. So the next video, yeah, this is very clever. I was just crafting away and then I realized, oops, I was supposed to be filming this. The next video I'm going to be uploading is a PO box video because I know some of you have been waiting for that. So as you can see, this is a project I sent to my pen pal Emilia. I just covered the front with a really cute little floral radio embellishment to keep it simple because you have that vellum and it's really pretty and I didn't want to cover it all up. And then this, the inside is just some cute little decorations as well. Of course, I have sped up the video 4 times, but the crafting of this was actually very fast in real life as well for 2 reasons. First of all, I'm mainly using items from the same collection, which is She's Magic by Dear Lizzy. So everything matches and you don't really have to think about it too much. And with that collection, I've been hoarding it. This really pretty floral sticker, I've been saving that because it's so pretty and I didn't want to use it. I can't. I've been hoarding it. But I realized that in order to get more pretty stuff, you first need to use the pretty stuff you already have. So I committed to finally using my favorite pieces. So sticking down that pretty floral, I'm sorry that I'm out of frame, instead of keeping it forever because yeah, what am I going to do with it if it's just in my stash? So that's the first reason. And the second reason is I was trying this thing where I commit faster because I'm a slow crafter, really slow. Like I will move things around for 5 minutes before I decide to stick it down. But sometimes when you find something pretty, it's just right. And then still it takes me 5 minutes. So I decided if something looks nice, commit to it and stick it down, even if it's your favorite sticker. Oh, I'm sorry, my printer, everything is making noises. I'm so out of practice, my friends. Can my printer stop? Hello. What are you doing? Why are you printing? I didn't ask you to print anything. I actually printed something just before because I made new printables for Patreon. Little spoiler alert. Fall-themed tiny word printables that are coming to Patreon really soon. So I had to test print them, of course, to see if everything worked out. And yes, it does work out. So what I'm doing in the background is I'm decorating that little pocket on the right. It's very difficult to see because it's vellum, but that's perfect because it's see-through. But of course, because this is a teacup page, that had to hold tea. And then the little tag, or the little thingy that I stuck into that small side pocket on the right, is a mail tag. Because my pen pal and I, we usually send questions to each other yeah, you know, you answer some questions and then you send some new ones and then your pen pal answers them and then you get new ones. And that's why it's called the mail tag. So yeah, but I don't think all of my questions fit in there because there were too many. And then I knew that I was, of course, using all the items from She's Magic, but I also wanted to see if I could find some things in my stash that matched. So this is me going through my pet tape collection. And yes, there are many. Some of these I have received in mail, but I've also cut up some of my own pet tapes and put them into the pockets so that they're more easy to see and access. So yeah, I do have quite the collection, but I thought a girl sticker would be quite nice there. That was a really quick sneak peek into the mess that is my desk and that I always carefully zoom in on so that you guys can't see it. But I have a lot of pet tapes. Pet tapes are my current obsession. I think they're so pretty. I absolutely love the ones I have already, such as these. I actually decided to make a little bouquet out of the flowers from a pet tape by LOI design. So I made a little bouquet almost, and I held that together with some washi tape so that it's both a decoration and a gift, because of course my pen pal can repurpose these. But this turned out to be such a nightmare because they kept falling off of the page. Of course I cannot glue this down because I wanted Amelia to be able to repurpose them, but the washi tape definitely did not hold them in place for very long. But yeah, I have a lot of pet tapes. I collect pet tapes. I'm obsessed with pet tapes. I even did a swap a little while ago with 3 people for getting more pet tapes, but one of the people actually still hasn't sent it to me. It's been a year, so I hope they're sending it to me fast. But I think they took a little break from pen paling. But if I receive that one, then I have even more. Never enough, never enough. So I'm decorating. This is the middle pocket. It's a little bit difficult to see, but you can see that I took a little notch out of the top so that the pocket is more easily accessible. And then what I'm doing is I'm just using a black jelly roll or black marker, whatever it's called, to add some detail to the page. This is another really fun tuck spot idea that you saw just really quickly. I used a tag and I glued the tag down on 2 sides, so the bottom and the right, and then you can stick something behind the tag. It's not visible now, it's on the first page, but just FYI, that's how you can also make a tag. Yeah, I'm just flipping through the paper. But I hope you can see a little bit of what this pocket is. If you want to make this yourself, of course, I would highly recommend you check out the video by Pink Strawberry. I think she's called Michelle, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely check out her tutorial because she has a lot of small album ideas and stuff. But I think you could also figure this out yourself because, of course, you can use the measurements that I've used or that she's used, but you can also make the measurements completely different. It's just a really fun way to make a little pen pal album. And then here's the envelope I ended up making. This envelope was another one of those commitments to using the pretty paper because this one, obviously one of my favorites, it's paper with all of these snail mails and envelopes on it. And it's double-sided, so that's even cooler. I'm showing you that I'm actually sending out the Flipbook opened because then it's flatter to send. In the Netherlands, they're pretty cool about what you can send in mail as long as it fits through the mailbox slot, but of course you don't want it to be too bulky. The tea, it is a really good tea, a relaxed tea, but I do not think it matches the color scheme, but oh my god, it's storming. Can you guys hear that? I'm in the attic, so you can hear some wind probably. But I would have loved it if the tea colors also matched my project. But yeah, you win some, you lose some, right? And then that's a little meal tag I made. And then in that back pocket is a shaker mix. Shaker mix. Yeah. I just added some sequins. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of places where you can store goodies. You've got this back pocket here with the tea. Got this front tuck spot. I'm going to show it again, I'm pretty sure. I always film this twice, I don't know why. But these are some of the goodies I included as well. A little sheet mask, some clay masks. That's actually 2 clay masks. And of course my letter, which is always nice and long. I'm just showing you that it all fits inside this envelope, believe it or not. And then do not worry, I am showing it once again while I get a chance to also chat with you all a little bit. So I am, like I said before, oh no, wait. First I'm going to show you the tuck spots really fast. So you've got first page, how nice, how cute, adorable. Open it up. Then behind the yellow pocket, behind the yellow tag is a tuck spot with my pet tape samples. On the right we've got a tea bag. And then, of course, we've got, wow, all of a sudden it's storming. these stickers. We've got that little tuck spot with the tag in the middle. And we've got the tuck spot back there. Okay, so like I said before, I am really planning on being back here. My next video will be a P.O. Box video, which I know some of you have been waiting for. I'm also picking up some more P.O. Box mail from my P.O. Box, obviously, because I know that some are in there. But I will be here once every 2 weeks, so if you haven't already, definitely subscribe and turn on that notification bell. You can also follow me not just on Patreon but on Instagram, because I will be updating you there as well. And I would love to hear from you if you're still here, because I don't know if people are really waiting for my return. But yeah, if you end up making something from my videos, definitely use the hashtag ThePaperLetterBlog and tag me on Instagram, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!